Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Nettles. I am an aspiring author and I work in the visual effects industry in film currently. I have 4 years of experience and I just like to film this get to know you video. So I've already done my author tag 2.0, but now this is a little bit more personal. Who am I? What kind of pets do I have? What kind of documents do I work with, like Scrivener or Google Docs or whatever. So here we go. First off is the most important question. Pets. This is my rabbit. His name is Set. The Egyptian god of chaos, as you can tell from his eyeliner. I love him so much. I'm now covered in rabbit hair. But, so, my journey. I am a California girl, born and raised, went to school in Utah, lived in Idaho for 1.5 years, and now I'm up here in Toronto, Ontario, doing more visual effects work. I have worked on movies such as The Shape of Water, Roma, the new Hellboy movie, the up-and-coming Monster Hunter movie. I have worked on TV shows like A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Strain, and quite a bunch of other ones. My favorite director that I've worked with, not personally one-on-one, but on his shows, is Guillermo del Toro. I love his visual style, the colors, and the creatures, and just, everything. It's gorgeous. I love it. Favorite movies. So I have a couple. Obviously, I love these kinds of movies. Bride of Frankenstein is one of my all-time favorite movies. I cry when I watch it, it's great, but I also cry when I watch the Lego Movie, so there you go. The Dark Knight is one of my all-time favorites. Of course, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, particularly the 5th movie, is one of my favorites. Sirius Black, come on guys, he's amazing. Set! Dagnabbit. My favorite monsters are, number 1, Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, or just vampires in general, and the Mummy. Basically anything Boris Karloff. I particularly love the movie Nosferatu, Phantom der Nacht, with Klaus Kinski. It's a Werner Herzog movie, obviously German, but it's so good. They simultaneously filmed it in English and German because most of the actors are bilingual, but Renfield's laughter is more maniacal in the German version, so highly recommend. Favorite books I'm reading currently? I am in the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. It is so good. Kind of dystopian on another planet. Hunger Games going on. It's just so good. I am on book 2. Don't eat that cord, Set. Okay. He's sniffing at the light. I am a huge Disney nerd, Disney geek, whatever you want to call it. I grew up with an annual pass to Disneyland in California because my grandparents used to live around there, so we just hang out with them at Disneyland. It was great. Last year, I finally went to Disney World for the first time ever with my sister, and it was a blast. I signed up for the Run Disney Star Wars half marathon for 2020, and then it got canceled. So my only physically there run event has been canceled, but I did the Marvel 5K virtual run series over the summer, and I did do the virtual half marathon, so at least I get that medal because it was sent to my parents' house in the States, so I still got it, even though they're not sending it out to foreign addresses. So I also like to draw and paint for fun sometimes. I do custom shoes for myself. So the custom shoes I do for fun are ones like these where I do Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. My rabbit is going crazy. where I tea-dyed and hand drew the Marauders map. And then I got them autographed by Fred and George Weasley, who I got to meet. Super exciting, super fun. I also have done some Star Wars ones where I painted an X-Wing on canvas, cut it out, and hand sewed it to this painting that I did. And I got this one signed by Mark Hamill. The other shoe still needs a ship and a signature, so we're working on that. So disclaimer, I did used to write fan fiction, but I never actually finished any of my stories except for a one-shot. So this is the first thing I've actually finished to completion of a full draft. And to do it, I did what was called a plot embryo. It's the method that Rachel Stevens has been showing on YouTube, where you have your circle and your home life, how it's like, and then you go on basically the hero's journey into the unknown world, and then you have like the epiphany and you return. It's pretty good. I really enjoyed how it fleshed out, making sure that there are parallels on every side of the plot. But when I was writing it, I didn't have scene-by-scene breakdowns, so I kind of pantsed my way through that. So now, with these drafts, I am fleshing out all of the plot little holes to fill in the gaps, to make it more interesting, and to add more dialogue and character interaction so that we're not just living in my main character's head. It is first person present tense, so there was a lot of in her head. Working on it. So I also do bullet journaling. Good stuff. So eventually I'll make a video on how I use my bullet journal to help me get through NaNoWriMo and Camp NaNoWriMo and actually win. I am really excited. So documents wise, I like to work with Google Docs. I have Scrivener. I did my first draft with my first NaNoWriMo 2 years ago on it, and it works great, but its spell check isn't quite what I need. It's not quite up there enough because I can't spell worth beans, and so I instead cut and paste all of my Scrivener stuff and put it into Google Docs, and the spell checker catches a lot more stuff that way. And I went through, edited my first draft right after I finished writing it to fix all those tense shifts, which were a nightmare. But once I got that done, I called it quits for my first draft. So my first draft was 50,961 words, which is definitely underwritten, but I won actual NaNoWriMo. My second draft, I actually printed to give to beta readers. Kind of jumped the gun a bit on that one, but it was 60,630 words. So right now, draft 3, I'm adding about 5 chapters to it, so it should end up around 80,000, hopefully. Here's the back blurb. When Natigalu escaped death, she was given the ability to see spirits. Now, as a healer apprentice, she must use her cursed gift to solve a murder and help those whose souls and memories were tainted along the way. So it is about a Samoan Earth colony that go out into space to another planet and decide to be isolationists, so they go under the water. And it is a murder mystery with ghosts and spiritual creatures, because obviously it's not just Samoan ghosts, but also ghosts of the planet that they inhabit. So it's a mixture of cultures, and way in the future, because the Earth is so overpopulated that they have to leave to preserve their culture. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. My name is Laura Nettles, visual effects artist, aspiring author, having fun, joining YouTube. Come subscribe.